Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails, the second chapter. We are about to head over to the hotel and do the last side quest on the list before heading over to the main story side quest, which are the two remaining exterminations we still have to do. I think one of them is in the Emerald Tower and the other one, is it in the Mel Valley? Yes, it is in the Bell Valley, so two places we definitely want to go. And like I said in the last time, I'm trying to look for an area where the monsters are not too irritating, like self-immolating, exploding monsters. If we can find that in the Emerald Tower of Nebel Valley, that would be great. But before we can do that, let's head over for the Imperial Request, room 203. Welcome to the Freedom Hotel. At the moment our hotel is playing host to the Imperial Ambassador. For reasons of security you may experience some inconvenience, but we ask for your understanding. You can ask it, I can't guarantee you're gonna get it. Apparently, that's some VIPs from somewhere staying on the second floor, but I don't know much else about him. He just locks himself in his room for most of the time. I wonder what he's doing in there. Probably entertaining himself. But we'll find out, because I'm pretty sure that Ambassador is the one asking for the request. It is. This room is currently in use by the Imperial Ambassador. If you have no business here, please refrain from entering. Is this where we can contact the Imperial Ambassador? Yes, that is correct, but do you have some business with us? You're the ones who have business with us. Oh, okay. I was thinking, am I reading that wrong or is there something wrong with that sentence? No, I was looking wrong. It's you're the ones who have business, I think. Yes. We're from the Bracer Guild. You guys submitted a request? Ah, bracers, I see. Pardon me. If possible, I'd like to have you listen to the explanation of the case immediately. Do you have the time at the moment? Yes. Yeah, no problem. This way then, please. The secretary will explain the details. Ah. Sir, the Bracers have come to attend you. Ah, you're here. Ah, you're all... It's been some time. You seem as well as always. Ah, you too. Thank you very much for your support in the capital. What brings you to Bose? With the signing ceremony over, I finally have somewhat of an open schedule. I've been planning a visit for some time and I finally managed to realize it. Ah, gotcha. An inspection trip. It matters not. More importantly, my medal must be recovered. Is it that important? Barkley, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and show it to the Bracers. Yes, immediately. It seems like the Ambassador is quite concerned. Well, it's not an unreasonable reaction. This event is quite a serious crisis for the good Ambassador. After all, the medal is an heirloom of great honor and glory bestowed directly from the Emperor. To have that stolen is a step directly to the Ambassador's face. Should news of this reach the fatherland, the good Ambassador would be the laughingstock of the capital. The laughingstock of the capital. Isn't that a bit extreme? I'm afraid not. I love my country dearly, but a blunder like that would be blood in the water for high society sharks. Should the rumor spread, there's no doubt his reputation would take quite a beating behind the scenes. Yikes. Talk about nasty. Erebonian society really is a scary place, eh? That is the fate of those who live in politics. Do you understand now why we ask you to come? Ah, I see. I think I've got it. So what is this thing the Ambassador talked about? He acted like he wanted to show us something? Ah yes, actually. There was a card that appeared to be a declaration of criminal intent left at the scene. He keeps on following us, does he? This is BleuBlanc, isn't it? It definitely is. A card? Yes, something like that. Allow me. Yep. It is another card from BleuBlanc. Lovely princess and your escort, as bell of judgment draws near, the iron horse's medal is in my hand. Should you desire to reclaim it, strike through mine riddles. Your first key is the following spell. Recul back the inflower. Recall back the inflower. Doesn't ring any bells so far. Let's see what the game gives us for extra hints. The end of everything is at the beginning. Heed this well. Really? You put a lot of work into these. The guy's so persistent, I can't even work up the energy to complain. Yep, not even worth getting worked up about. Anyway, we should go over the important parts of the card. Okay, well, the main point seems to be this recall word. I think we'll have to start by looking for what that means. In which case, the bit that come after that will be important. Most likely those parts will be the hint to that word. The end of everything is the beginning. Yes. It certainly would seem so. Should be enough to start with. First, let's check out the town using that hint. Do you think you'll be able to investigate the matter? Yeah, we should be. Well then, if you find anything out, we'll let you know. Yes, we expect good results from you all. The investigation shall be on the way then? We're counting on you. Yeah, leave it to us. Right. I have an idea. Recall back to inflower. The end of everything is the beginning. So what if liquor back the inflower and rose? Are you talking about the sommelier in the Antiros? After they said because the end of everything is the beginning and has pertaining the word, that's when I thought maybe it's to turn everything around. And now that I'm listening to it, I think it is in the Antiros at the liquor cabinet. Let's see if I'm right. I do like BleuBlanc's clues, but sometimes they can be so complicated. Come on. Oh, I have to be right. I'm the sommelier of this restaurant. I know most people think of wine when you say sommelier, but I handle all kinds of liquors. The manager and I have been talking and we're even thinking of getting some sake from the eastern lands. It's got a flavor as rich as any wine. I have a hunch that it will work better with lighter dishes than wine too. Alright, so I am thinking I'm right about the hint. It's just a question, where would the bottles be that we need to interact with? Because we also have a bar in town, but I do believe it's gonna be the Antiros. They don't have a separate room for the liquor. I think that's actually what's back there. Okay, let's check out the bar as well. I don't think I misinterpreted it, because I do think it has to do with liquor, like alcohol. The question is, where is it? Could it be? Because the Antiros is Mayor Mabel's property, so could it be that it's in the wine cellar of Mayor Mabel? This is not a wine cellar, it's just a bedroom. They do have a wine cellar, right? Maybe? I was so sure I was right about that. I mean, really, really sure. I was starting to get really proud of myself for getting that hint. Alright, so we're going to have a look around. I still think it's in the intros. I really do believe it. And I'm probably missing a small portion of the hint. Now the question is, what portion is that? Yeah, I've said this text in the last couple of episodes. By now, we know we know. No, it wouldn't be on one of the tables, like hidden underneath it. What am I missing? What am I missing? Because it's not like the sommelier is moving to the side so we can check where he's looking at. Alright, let's think this over. What else is there with liquor? It's not like they have a liquor store in this place. Maybe it's in the other part. Back the inn flower. Back the inn flower. Flower in the back. Liquor. Flower in the back. So what if that's the thing? And liquor is determining us towards where the alcohol is. If it is liquor, of course, as in alcohol. And flower in the back. Going by the plans. The good thing is we know that it will always be in town itself. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna have a look around town. Just walking past everything. See if I can connect the liquor and the flower in the back together to one standard location. Because I really do believe it's in the intros, but we've looked everywhere there. No exclamation mark, so it can be there. So now I have to find where could it otherwise be using those two hints. So like I said, I'm gonna have a look around. I'll let you know what I find. I think I just found it. Liquor over factory. Really? I was way overthinking it. It's just not liquor as in alcohol, was just the name of the ornament factory. Really? Oh. Well, at least we know now that it should be here. It has to be. So where's the flower around back? Is it in here or literally outside? The flower at the back, yes. Alright. The hint was recall back in flower, and the end of everything is the beginning. It must be the hint read them in reverse, so we have to read the entire phrase backwards. Recall must be special though, since it's all in caps. We probably just reverse the letters here. You end up with flower in the back. Look here. Ah, I get it. You say look here in Bose, and it's gotta be this place. Right, so the card mentions a flower. Let's take a look. There was a card attached to the flower. Yes, I found it. Another riddle solved. Okay, let's see here. Your second key is the following spell. FTHK2C2E. View the opened book. And remember always this wisdom. Those who seek the truth must forever look a step ahead. What the hell? Is this our hint? Pure gibberish? Thanks, man. Now you're also giving me a headache. There must be some trick to reading it, like the last one. I would guess that look a step ahead is an important hint for that. One way or another, how about we just look around the town? Maybe we'll figure something out if we wander a bit. Yeah, just sitting here ain't gonna do much for us. Let's get moving. Yeah, let's. Let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If it is what I think Chloe mentioned, that we need to do the next letter over, and I haven't done it for all letters, just the one I can do from the top of my head. Does it spell guild 2E? So second floor of the guild house. Unless we need to do the second as well. Third floor? Okay, so I definitely think they're talking about the guild house, so let's look at just basically the second and third floor of the guild and see what happens. It has to be stashed somewhere. Well, if they're talking about wisdom, it must be in a book, right? And there are a lot of... There it is. When Estelle investigated the book, she found a card stuck to it. Okay, found it. Let's see. Should you seek the third key, seek ye the reverently held casket? Seek ye the reverently held casket. The church, for reference. Yes. Yep, we got it. Advance each letter by one, and it becomes guild third floor. Okay, yes. So it did have to add one to the two as well. Oh. When I knew it was the word guild, and we knew it was in here, it was only a matter of time before we found it. The third floor of the guild house. That's the riddle solved, I guess. But what the hell, seriously? Right in the middle of the guild house? That clown trying to mock us. Let's show him what mockery gets you the next time we see him. Yeah, no kidding. The next hint is a reverently held casket. Another metaphor. Pretty safe to assume, so yeah. There aren't exactly a ton of caskets just lying around Bose. My thoughts exactly. Starting to get into the clown's head, huh? Speaking of the head, let's put our heads together and figure out what the casket's supposed to mean. Okay, so they're not focusing on the reverendly, but they're focusing on casket. So we need to find out what they mean by casket then, because if they are referring to that, then it's not the church. And it would be a bit dark if it was actually at the church. But let's have a quick look while we're at it. And let's try to see if we can figure out what it is. But yeah, what would be here that looks in any which way or form in a casket? No, it's not in the church. So what can a casket be? It has to hold something, right? Like a body or something. Could it be like a container of sorts? Or like a box? So it needs to be maybe a wooden box? No, it would not be a barrel. Well, if you're looking for containers and boxes, the most logical place would be the airstrip, right? Because they have the most of all of them there. They have boxes, they have containers, they have barrels, they have everything. Traffic control tower. All unauthorized personnel are prohibited. Yeah. I have a ticket reserved for Grancel tomorrow. I had a hard time before when the Sky Bandit scare happened and the flights were cancelled. That whole incident really made me appreciate airships all the more. The Cecilia arrived on time. No equipment problems? Check. Alright, we managed to send it off with no delay again, somehow. Scheduled liners don't have much time between takeoff and landing, so it's always a race to get them ready. Finally back in Bose. I've been going all over, from Grancel to Zeiss to here, chasing the RC. While I ultimately never found it, it was still a good trip. Well, next time though, I'll capture the RC on film for sure. It can't elude me forever. Okay, no boxes or containers here. Of course, and if we don't find it here, we'll just look around the rest of town. Well, that is a container. The reverently held casket. So basically the casket that is held up high, because revered is like a worship from below above. Is that what they mean then? Calling it a coffin's a bit of a stretch, but it is being held like it was holy. Yeah, but there's a problem. I don't see that Bose's card anywhere. That is weird. I'm sure this is it though. Wait, I know. I bet it's on the bottom of that thing. It might be, but there's a problem. There's no way any of us would possibly fit under that little crack to look. Yeah, good point. This container has to be it too. Let's see. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You were messing with machinery on my maintenance deck, weren't you? What in the hell were you trying to do? Well, we weren't messing with anything. We're trying to investigate this container. Investigate? What? I think this will explain. Agit showed lately his bracer emblem. Ah, you lot. Has a case led you to my dock? I'm right to the middle of it, in fact. Alright, I wanted to ask, can we use that machine? Oh, you bet you can. And what are you looking to do, exactly? Well, we just need to take a look at the bottom of that container. Could you lift it just enough for us to take a look? Oh, sure, I suppose. Wait here a second. Alright, here we go. Right, it's locked and safe. You should be able to get a look now. Thanks, mister. Come on, let's see if there's anything there. There was indeed a note attached to the bottom of the container. And here it is. Thank you, sir. That's all we needed. Great. Let me get this container back down then. Seems you found what you were looking for. Our thanks for your aid, my good man. Don't worry, this was no big deal. Anyway, I don't know what you're investigating, but good luck with it. Well, I need to get back to work. Of course, thanks again. So I wasn't totally wrong with the church. Cause, like, in reference hold up high, like holy, like they said, could be referring to church. The only thing there, they had no containers. I'm still claiming a bit of credit there. Phew, I'm glad he was willing to help. Yeah, and now time to get on with it. Right, the card. The door has been thrown open. Seek ye the proof of vanity? Find it in the words of the goddess. A Bible? About Aidios? That's it. Looks like we're just about done. At last, So, words of the goddess. Well, you say goddess and there's really only one place I can think of. Yep, gotta be it. Let's get over there. Off we go. Alright. Well, I think with the words of the goddess they mean like a Bible of some sort. So what we need to look for is a book in the church then. I think that's what they are referring to here. Because they already explained to us that, yeah, it has to be the church. I think it's a book. So 1 and 1 together? Must be the answer. I actually went to the Enteros a little while ago, and everything was so delicious. Just the idea of tasting it again gets me through the workday. I'm looking for a new side job. Ideally, I'd like to get as good a wage as I can. That means the market is probably the best option. Maybe, or at the docks, if Bose had docks. And there it is. These are testaments of the Septian Church, aren't they? Do you think this could be the words of the goddess the clue was talking about? Most likely. The testaments are meant to be the exalted tidings of the goddess immortalized on paper. Now that you mention it, I remember learning something about that in Sunday school. Anyway, let's go check it out. When Estelle investigated the book, she found an iron medal wedged between the pages. Found a medal with a two-winged horse and sword design. Sweet, we found it. But man, just look at this thing. A little imposing for a medal, don't you think? It certainly is. That's the Arabonian way. By comparison, Liberalians tend to lean towards keeping things simple and elegant. So it's a cultural thing. I never would have guessed. Plus, what with Ambassador Crainagh wearing it and all, this medal's gonna need the impact of a boot to the head. It kind of works in a way. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Any less showy and on a guy like that kind of presents, and nobody would notice the damn thing even there. And that might be even more true than ever. He looks scarier than usual, probably because of the medal being stolen. Now that you mention it, well, whatever. At least we found it. Let's go give it back to him. Is it true? You really found my medal? Yep, we've got it. Well, here. Showing you is probably the best way. Let me return it to you. Ah, truly is my... You found it. You really found it. I hate to interrupt a moment, but is this something or other medal what you're looking for then? It's not a something or other medal. It's the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Winged Stallion. This is no ordinary medal. It is an exceptionally high honor that all long to receive and few have ever obtained. Who the heck can remember something that long? Did you say something? Oh, no, nothing. Anyway, is the right medal cordon thingy right? Yes, most definitely. This avoids the worst possible scenario. Now, if the criminal responsible could just be punished, things would be settled. Do you have an idea who the criminal might be? Oh, we totally got an idea, but Unfortunately, where they went is another matter. What? Is there no way you can capture them? Not immediately, no. The ones we got our eye on as the culprit is quite the well-known thief. Have you heard of the name Phantom Thief B before? Phantom Thief B? He's been appearing in Liberl? Ah, so you do know him. Yes. He reigned havoc in the Imperial capital for some time. He was a man who could not be captured even by the Imperial army. It seems I should be glad that my medal returned at all this time. Yeah, seems that way. Barkley. Sir, do you have the item prepared? Oh yes sir, here. Well, I feel some regret that things did not proceed to capturing him. Against the infamous Phantom B, you can hardly be blamed. You recovered my medal in good order and maintained the dignity of the Empire. In acknowledgement of your great service to the Empire, I, the Erebonian Imperial Ambassador, grant you this Eisenritter's medal. Woo! Kevin would be interested in that. She did her best to keep a straight face. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Congratulations! I certainly wasn't expecting this. Oh boy. It's not so bad once you get used to it. I understand your speechlessness at being awarded such an honor. It must be very hard for you to contain yourself. Ah, sweet youth. I was the same when I reversed my first medal. However, do not feel unworthy. No, your efforts are more than deserving of this. I expect great deeds in the future as befitting of the one who received this medal. Yeah, thanks. It is a great honor, especially considering from who we got this. In a society that refers status as the most important thing, giving a medal to show your status there is extremely important. So this is actually really nice. Like I said, coming from them, I can accept that Estelle probably doesn't really get it, but just like the brazier emblem is important to her, medals can be important to the high society of the Erebonian Kingdom. Empire. For me, it's enough just having recovered my medal. Phantom Thief B's capture is a national and guild-wide problem. You should let yourself be too bothered by it. We will get them eventually. The Medal of Service, a gracious thanks indeed. The medal is a sign of a person who has dedicated himself to the Empire. It is very rare for it to be bestowed upon a foreigner. The Ambassador is scheduled to resume his observations soon. You have our heartfelt thanks for your efforts, Brazers. You as well. Let's have a quick look. It doesn't matter who. The Tornado Fan was the other one. Prevents poison and freeze. Supercharged fan that creates a protective barrier of air. So, for someone that only has poison, I think definitely Chloe. We can get that. Oh. And of course, which is the other one? Here it is. Defense 20, prevent, seal and mute. Iron medal awarded for service to the Empire. All honesty, not that bad. I think I'm gonna switch it to this, because there's a higher defense and also with 2 prevents instead of 1. Ah, not bad at all. And he's seeing as he's a melee character, he's gonna be on the front end of the fight, so he can always use a little bit of extra defense. Alright, not bad at all. I think we can quickly go back to the guild and report this. And have it totally finished. Yes, there it is. We have 3 monster cases outstanding. First, there's the Blade Fangs stalking around the Chrome Pass. We've also got a Ghost Epitaph in Nebel Valley. And finally, we got an Octobone raising hell in Emerald Tower. When you've slain all 3, come back and report. Those monsters mean business, so make sure you're prepared. Alright. Good work. Always nice to see some progress. If you complete any more jobs, be sure to come back and report. Alright, so that's it for this episode, I think. We completed BleuBlanc, and I'm glad we did it in one episode and that it doesn't bleed over into the next one. For the next one, we're going after the 2 exterminated monsters, one in Emerald Tower, one in the Bell Valley. Let's see. We have 3 exits. We got the East Bose Highway, and we got the path to Valeria Lake. And I think the path to Valeria Lake is where the Emerald Tower is. So I'm thinking next episode we're gonna climb the entirety of Emerald Tower. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Because there will be a lot of chests there with nice pieces of equipment, possible a couple of challenges with monsters, and of course the exterminated monster. And once we're there and we have the time, I think it will also be nice to head over to Valeria Lake and talk to people there. That way we have the entire southern part of the country done, and then next time we can go to East Bose Highway, which I think is going to be the way towards the Bell Valley and fighting the monster there. And I think in the process of these 3 exterminated monsters, we'll have visited the entirety of the region, except of course Ravno village, which we promised to Agit we wouldn't go there before finishing all these quests. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go there before we deliver the report, but I will do all the monsters first. So that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, day, morning, wherever you are. I totally messed that one up today. Ah, it's fine. Another chance tomorrow. And make sure that if you're still here, do hit the like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we go upwards to the Emerald Tower. Bye bye.